Tonight's top story, well, it could soon cost you more money to be an NDSU student due to an increase in student fees. Good evening and welcome to 630 Point of View. I'm Chris Berg. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, forums are being held on NDSU's campus to discuss the student fee increases because they're looking at raising student technology fees, student health fees, services fees, and the NDSU Athletic Department is actually asking for a 35% increase in the student activity fee to help pay for increase in travel costs for the various teams. Valley News Live reporter Bradford Eric has the details.
$607.86. That's how much a full-time student pays per semester, quote, regardless of the personal benefit gained. And groups want to tack on over $100 more.
We need to be able to keep the services up for students that are able to attend here. And I'm a college student myself. I know how much fees are across campus.
Student body president Eric McDaniel says these changes are needed because, for example, student health services has outgrown its budget from 5 years ago. Maintenance costs for the Memorial Union are rising. Campus Attractions wants to still offer free admission to campus events for students. And the athletic department says travel costs and maintenance fees for their championship-winning programs are rising.
Kind of where the fee comes in there is kind of an exchange of service. So, for example, like students get free tickets to any athletic event to show up.
And while we're only talking 27 cents per credit here and 64 cents per credit there, it adds up. Whether you use these services or not, you're on the hook for more than $4,800 over your 4-year college career. At $100 more a semester, you're up over $5,000. Plus room and board, books, a meal plan and tuition, you're near 20 grand.
It's really nice if you take advantage of all the things that campus actually has to offer, but I think a lot of people are uninformed with all the things that NDSU truly does offer for all the students that they are paying for.
Brooks Flyberg says he plays intramural sports, and it's cheap, but that's because everyone is paying into the program. But he also says college is way too expensive nowadays.
I think that education should be something that's kind of given and not necessarily a privilege if you're rich or have enough money to pay for it. I feel like every person should deserve to be able to be educated.
The next step is for the Student Fee Advisory Board to make their recommendation to President Brashani. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
With us now to add more details to this is Valley News Live investigative reporter Bradford Eric. Bradford, I think you guys go out there, you get a bunch of great content to do these pieces, but they're 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes. Clearly, you can't get everything in them. So the most important thing that was not in your piece tonight that people need to know, in your opinion, is what?
Oh wow. Well, I think something that people need to be aware of is that, yes, NDSU and these various clubs and organizations are asking for an increase in mandatory student fees, things that every student has to pay for when they enroll at NDSU. But people also need to realize that NDSU is at the very bottom of that list when it comes to other colleges and universities. I mean, I think South Dakota State University has students there pay double the amount of money into the athletic program than they do at North Dakota State University. So yes, they're asking for more money, which is a pain in the butt for people already shelling out a lot of money, but it's in the context of a lot of things, it's still near the bottom.
You know, the thing that jumps out to me is you look at how many students right now are buried in student debt. North Dakota, I think, is #1 in the nation as far as funding higher education, as far as a state. I was curious, I don't know if you talked to more students, but it's kind of that nickel and dime thing where, oh, it's not that bad. Is that kind of the response you were getting from most students? Or most of them like, you know what, I'm tired of these fees going up. This needs to stop.
Really, the students who were informed really were the ones who were opinionated. You know, I asked maybe 2 or 3 other students about it, and they're like, what are you talking about? So I think a lot of students just see maybe student fee on the bill or what have you, and don't really know what it all goes to. But if you break it down, the amount of services that you get for the money is outstanding. Now, I have some questions about it. I mean, 35% increase for the athletic department. Do you mean to tell me that a 5-time national championship football program can't go out and solicit money to fly the team to Frisco every year? I mean, why am I paying for that? So, but again, like I said, in the context of things, it's still very minimal.
And I want to give you a chance to maybe say your piece about this, because you and I spoke earlier today. I did speak with NDSU Athletic Director Matt Larson earlier today. He says, look, Chris, we obviously have got a $20 million budget. We're looking for different revenue streams to make sure we hit that $20 million budget. and thus we want to invite or have the student fees go up in proportion to the other corporate sponsors, ticket fees, advertising, obviously they get from us from the TV deal. And one thing I want to share with you quickly and give you a chance to respond on, here's a graphic you can look at student fees over the last, I believe it's 4 or 5 years, and a percentage of the total revenue. I think you bring up a great point, Bradford. Hey, these are 5-time national champions. Clue there's some more money going to the coffers. With that being said, I think the good news is, as you mentioned, they're very low as far as overall student fees, but also the student fee percentage is going down as a percentage of the total revenue generated by NDSU. One last thing I'll mention to give you the last word here is that you look at these playoff games. The Fargo Dome obviously is in the black because of these playoff games, but what many people may not realize is that when they have a playoff game, the NCAA, which, oh, by the way, is already a multi-billion-dollar industry, they got to go cut them a check for $300, $400 grand every week because of the ticket sales, which in my opinion is ridiculous. But I'm going to give you the last word. Final thoughts, sir.
And, going to the ticket sales, it is a give and take. The students pay, 27 cents per credit hour or whatever it is to the athletic department. In turn, they get free tickets to all the athletic events. So, I mean, yeah, it's awesome to go to a Bison game at the Dome for free, but I mean, I think if students can afford a $20 case of beer and getting blitzed out in the parking lot, they can afford $5 to pay for a ticket into the park.
Well, the thing that really jumped at me is you said most of these students weren't even aware of what you were talking about, and I feel like that's when, if you go ask most people that you work at and go, hey, how much are you paying for health care? What are your, taxes that are being withheld in from your check each week? I think most of us have no idea, and it's just one of those things where it seems like, not that it's being done in any nefarious fashion, but like, hey, let's help obviously increase the awareness so people know what's taking place. Great work as always, Bradford. Appreciate the time, man.
Nobody likes tax increases.
Little inside joke there. All right, stay with us when we come back. Big meeting last Friday about the potentially dire situation the North Dakota state budget could be in. North Dakota Tax Commissioner Ryan Rauschenberger is going to join us. We're talking about we're off the forecast by potentially $400 million. We're going to discuss what that means for the average Joe and Jane North Dakotan right after this. Love to know your thoughts about increasing student fees at NDSU. Look, we know already college education is expensive. Are you a proponent of increased student fees or not? Email us, text us. We'll be right back.